Deftones, Fireal, guitar tabs, and guitar lesson. I'll play through all the different sections right at the beginning here. After that, I'll go back through, give the full explanation. Hit that subscribe button. It's the best way of letting me know you like this video and you want to see more. And now, let's get on into it. Alright, so for starters we have this kind of chilled out clean tone, kind of a fun like dissonant sounding G shape that we got here. Right, and so basically we'll hit the 3E, 2A, hit the 3G, kind of hold for a moment, then we'll hit the 3B back to the 3G. Alright, and then we'll pick through it again, but we'll just kind of move that little hesitation. We'll just bring it right after the first 3 on the E. So we'll hit that, hesitate a little bit, then we'll go to the 2A, 3G, and then 3B, 3G. So it's just kind of this weird little timing throughout the arpeggio here, but go through it a couple times just like that. I would kind of do the initial time again. All right, and then there's just in the intro like a slight little variant thing here where, that final time we pick through that G shape. We'll start similarly where we hit the initial 3, hesitate, do the 2 on the A, drop down, hit that 3 on the G, but then we'll throw in this quick little open D, then go to the 3B, 3G again. Okay, so it's this subtle little thing that gets in there, so you can drop that in if you like. And after we go through, that G shape just like that, then all we really do is just lift off the 3 on the E to open and just make it now kind of a E vibe, all right? And everything stays the same really, but we're just have that open E as that first note instead of the 3E. All right, and we just go through that a couple times. For the verse, it's basically just what we were doing in the intro. It's just we kind of go through, that pair of, G shapes at the beginning. Okay, we just go through that 3 times. Okay, those 3 pairs like that. And then we just come off to that open E for a couple. And the verse ends by just kind of doing one of those G-shape arpeggios, and then just coming right off to an open E power chord and just letting it hang. All right, for this chorus section, we're just doing this little sliding power chord. Start at the G power chord at the 3, E with the 5 on the A and D. We just hit it, slide it down to the G flat at the 2 and 4s, and then just hit the 2 and 4s once more. Okay, do it once more. All right, and then we tack on one more strum of that 2 and 4s, but now we include an open G and B under it for a little dissonant thing. All right, and basically we would just cruise through that 3 times. And on the 4th time, we start it just the same, the sliding 3s to 2s, 3s to 2s. But instead of just landing on the 2s and then strumming there, we keep it going and just land on the 1st fret for that F with the 3s on the A and D. Hit that with the open B and G under it for kind of a sus vibe. All right, for the outro now, it's kind of split up into 2 pretty close progressions. They all kind of start and end the same way. There's just kind of a little middle part that gets switched out. And initially it's kind of, cleaner, like chilled out. Maybe not quite as much strumming, more just like quarter note strumming. Initially we start at the E flat power chord, so just the 6 on the A with the 8s on the D and G. And like I said, just more like kind of chilled out, like quarter note style here. Okay, and then it shifts over and kind of just does 3 strums, and then maybe include like the 4 on the G under it on that 4th one, just a little subtle thing that's in there. All right, and pretty much that's the part that's going to switch with these 2 variants here. But just continuing with this initial section, okay, we end it by bumping it up to the A power chord at the 5E, 7's on the A and D there. And just a couple strums here initially. All right, then we kind of switch over to this more compounded power chord at the 3 on the A, 5 on the D and G, and go ahead and throw the 3 on the E with it as well for that extra bass note. And here it's just, sliding down there and hitting that. All right, bump it up to the E flat again at the 6 and 8s. Go ahead and throw in the 6E with it, and then we'll just hit that. And then drop it down a fret to the D power chord at the 5 and 7's with the added 5 on the E. All right, and those are, closer together than the rest of the chords. All right, and then here it kind of, messes with the timing a little bit and just drops down, hits the 3 on the A with the 5 D and G and the extra 3 E, hits that for like a count, and then starts the thing over. All right, so it's kind of this funky little timing at the end, but it all kind of loops back around. So just slowly here. And as I mentioned, initially it kind of starts more just quarter note strumming, but as we get into it more and everybody comes in, you can probably switch to more like 8th note style, or just kind of mixing that in, like more strums. So, something like. Something like that. All right, and the second variant progression for that outro, everything stays the same, but instead of, that second set of chords where we go to the G at the 3 and 5's here, instead of going there, all we do is just switch that out for coming up to this F now at the 8 on the A, 10 on the D and G, and then the added 8 on the E with it. And it's the same deal, just kind of strum that out throughout the measure. So it would be